Oh, okay. What about now? It should be good now, right? We cooking with gas. Come on in here. Still can't. Yes. Okay, it's back. All right. Sorry about that. My bad. I don't know how that happened, but maybe when I was fiddling with the camera, it happened somehow. Mm. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. I hope this car does not pull up like right next to me. Mm. And of course, they pull up like right next to me. Like, it's literally why I moved here, so I can get away from people, and like someone like pulls up like literally right next to me. I'm literally at this parking lot. There is so many spaces around. I'm actually gonna ride off. I'm gonna go over there because I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. Super weird. It's like there's so many places. Like I'm literally in the middle of a freaking field, and you drive way up and get like right up close to me. Like that's weird. I'm sorry to say, but that's fucking weird. Like so many places you can park here, but you park next to me. It's so weird, bro. Why do people do that in the city? I don't get that. It's like I moved. I don't know. What, you about to jack me or something? Like, why else did you come like right here? You know? It's just so off, you know? So I'll just sit over here. And if someone comes over here, like, that just means I should probably like roll out, you know? That's just a little too fucking weird. Like literally, there's a thousand other spots you can go. You literally pulled up like if I open my door, like his door is like right there. I don't get it. I don't know. And my car is like dirty, so why would you want to park next to a dirty car? I don't get it. But anyway, we live streaming, and live streams are like that, you know, like random things happen in the stream, and you're just like, what? What was that? You know, like I've been streaming on the street once before, and I remember once I was near the hospital and I was streaming, and a car, I guess, like ran over the curb, but it made a lot of noise. They didn't hit anything, but it made a lot of noise. It sounded like they really messed something up, you know. But come to find out, they just like ran over a sidewalk and a curb that you're not supposed to drive over, and they didn't see it, so they just was going like 15 miles per hour and it hit it. You know, so what's up? I'm jealous of you living in my favorite city, San Francisco. Lived there for 2 years on 20th and Guerrero. Yeah, I hear you. Hi, Jay. You're good as usual. That's what's up. Um, I find it difficult to stick to a whole foods diet. I'm always snacking on processed garbage. You know, you can eat, you can eat processed foods because it's really hard not to eat processed foods. Just don't eat too many of them. That's the secret, okay? Just don't eat too much of it, right? Don't eat 3 meals a day that's processed. Like, don't do that. Try to limit it, you know? Like, try to limit the processed food you have. Because, like, you know, I do eat Beyond Burgers, but I don't eat Beyond Burgers like every day. You know, I eat them every once in a while, right? I like the vegan chicken nuggets, but it's one of those things that it's easy for me to eat those every day, but I try not to because they're not the greatest thing to eat. Like, they're for real not the greatest thing to eat. Mm. What's the vibe in SF after the election? You know, people are like, people aren't talking about it, or at least people aren't talking about it with me. You know, people aren't talking about it. Like, I haven't really noticed too many people talking about it afterwards. The day after, yes, but like now I don't really hear too many people talking about it. I'm actually a little tripped out like how many people stopped talking to me just because I made that prediction and I said I was gonna vote for Trump. Like a lot of people stopped talking to me. Like I'm messaging someone on Instagram right now. Like we haven't messaged them in a little bit, and they said something about, oh, your political post, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I don't think they want to talk to me anymore. And I kind of like them. I didn't hang out with them that much. They moved out the city, but like I don't think they want to be friends because I voted for Trump. Like, but that's like a lot of people. Like, well, this person was like someone I could have dated or something. But yeah, it kind of sucks, right? It does suck. Like I almost want to like move. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking that a lot of the scenes I'm in, like I'm just like red flagged. You know, people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, that guy is like the Trump dude." You know. It's not even like that. Like I'm totally independent. Like I'm not a Republican or anything. I was just telling folks like there's no way Kamala would win, you know? And some people got really pissed off after she didn't win, you know? And they're taking it out on me because I told them before, but like I told them because I was like, look, bro, are y'all like seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Because there's just no way, you know? It's not even supposed to get that serious. It's not supposed to get that serious, but nowadays, man, it's that serious, dude. It's like people will stop talking to you. And it's like cool. Like, honestly, it might be a great blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? It might be because I'm just gonna give y'all this little breakdown here. There's just one thing I noticed. I spent a lot of time in the city, and I kind of know, like, there's a couple of circles I'm in. I kind of know, like, sort of, like, well, I don't know. Let me think of another way to. Let me think of another example. I don't know. I never stop talking to you. Oh, you won't? The other rent for the same apartment is $3,040. Yeah, when it comes to the situation in SF, it's a trip. It's a trip. Like I think SF is gonna be great. Like it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do, regardless of who's the president. You know, it would be nice if we can actually like for real clean up this homelessness situation in the country, though. Like for real, like it would be really nice if Trump was like, look, we need to clean up our streets. Like we need to use some of this money that we've been blowing on this war, and we really need to clean up our streets. Because taking all these homeless people off the streets, you'll do two things. Number one, you'll clean up the streets, and number two, you can give people jobs. Because taking all these homeless people on the street, that's gonna like people are gonna have to help them. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna need help. They're gonna need maybe places to go to for services and stuff like that. That could provide a lot of jobs. So I really hope that happens. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but this homeless situation now, it's not just a California thing. Like it's in a lot of cities. You know, I remember like 10 years ago, like it was homeless people like around the country, but it was a lot of homeless people in California because of the weather, a bunch. But now it's like, bro, the whole country. Like I've been hearing stories, even people in Atlanta, y'all. They talking about the homeless situation bad down there. They got tent cities and all that. So I don't know. It's crazy. Like I really wish that they could clean that up because, bro, like no one really like for real. We don't need people don't need to be sleeping on the street. Like for real, they do not need to be sleeping on the street. There's so much money in this country. There's so many houses in this country. So many buildings in this country. Like people should not be sleeping on the street. Like for real, they should not. Like that should just be an unheard of thing. Like what? You're sleeping on the street? Oh, you must be camping, right? It shouldn't be like people are sleeping on the street because they're homeless. You know, like that's just bizarre. It's not like we live in a world where like people are out, you know, working hard in the fields all day. Hell no, like so much shit is automated nowadays. And y'all, you mean to tell me there's people sleeping on the street? Like what the? It's crazy. You got cars driving with no driver in them, but yet we got people sleeping on the street. Like it's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Capitalism. I remember when you used to do 6-hour live streams, good old days. I'll probably do a 6-hour live stream soon. Kool-Aid 3000. What up, Jay? We miss seeing you downtown. I'm gonna get another bike. I'm probably gonna get one around Black Friday. So once I get another bike, I'll probably be downtown a little bit more. I may like start doing deliveries on the bike. If, you know, we'll see what happens next year. If things change around here, I don't want to say too much, but like, if things change around here, I might be back on the bike, you know? I mean, I say that in a good thing. Like, I'll still drive a car, but like, I'm gonna be back on the bike too, you know? What happened to your travel videos? Oh, they're still there. Let's go to Chinatown. So I was gonna stream on the street, but it's windy out there. It's freaking windy out there right now. I don't feel like dealing with the wind. I'm gonna go to there's a little thing going on tonight I'm gonna go to. It's like a little block party in the financial district. So if y'all in the financial district or near financial district, it's gonna be a block party going on tonight. I think it's 2 stages and vendors and food. So that starts, I think it starts around 4 or 5, right? Because 4 or 5 it gets dark. So it's one of them night markets, right? So it's pretty chill. It'll be a lot of fun. No more subsidies for electric cars. Is it warm enough outside for a crop top? So honestly, I like went home and changed because yeah, I went home and changed. Like this is my 3rd outfit for the day, by the way. I basically like, I don't know, my shirt, I just need to change shirts, so I'll just put a crop top on it. And I feel like I'm probably gonna go out later. I'm gonna go to that thing later, that block party I was telling y'all about. I'm gonna go by there, but I'm not gonna be there that long. I'll probably be there for like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'll probably be there long enough to make a reel, and then I'm gonna bounce out. Like I'm not gonna stick around. I might stick around. It really depends. If I find someone to go with, I might chill down there. But if I roll by myself, like I think I will, I think I'm just gonna keep going. And I think I'm gonna go, there's something else I got going on tonight. That's why I wear a crop top. Because it's gonna be indoors and yeah. I'm basically dressed for it tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got going on. You say ban you. How was Folsom Street Fair? Folsom Street Fair was a lot of fun. I was on mushrooms at Folsom Street Fair. Yeah, I was on mushrooms. I was gone, bro. Thing about mushrooms is, it's for some people, for most people, it's really hard to do mushrooms around a lot of people. Like around a lot of people, like especially in an event like that, like it's really hard because people freak the fuck out, right? But with me, like maybe like the 5th time I did mushrooms, I basically like, I don't know if I told y'all this story, but like this is how I got used to doing mushrooms like in the city. Because like I say, most people cannot do mushrooms and like walk around the city, right? But I got used to this shit because I was hanging out with my ex once and I ate mushrooms and we were gonna hang out and like go to the beach and do stuff, right? But we ended up getting into an argument. So I ended up like going home, like cycling all the way home. But that was okay because the mushrooms take like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to kick in. So I was able to ride home because I just ate the mushrooms. Like, and then 5 minutes after that, we started to argue. And then I was like, I'm just gonna take off. Like, peace out, bye. Took the mushrooms. I rode home, dropped the bike off at home, and then I was like, whoa, it's starting to kick in. And then I was like, well, crap, I just can't stay here. Like, I can't stay at home by myself. So I gotta go somewhere, you know? So I ended up going out to one of the bars. And oh my gosh, that's how I got used to doing it in public. Because when I went out to the bar was packed, you know? And I was like totally in fourth dimensional. Like, I was gone. It was a lot of fun. Like, it was a lot of fun, you know, but I was gone. Like, it was gnarly. So now, like, I can do it in public. And I'm used to it. Cycling on mushrooms as well. What a vibe. No, the thing is, I got there before they kicked in. I literally got home before they kicked in. Like, I got home within like 15 minutes. Because I knew they were going to kick in. So I wanted to make sure I got home before they kicked in. But also, when you cycle like that, I feel like that makes them kick in faster. Because you're moving and stuff. Because I've definitely like ate mushrooms once, and I went like hiking in the city. What I mean by hiking in the city, basically I just went on a walk like downtown, and I had to walk up a lot of really, really big hills, and I feel like it made it kick in like way faster, you know. Awesome story. I don't know, my stories are crazy. Oh my gosh, looks like I'm about to get banned from YouTube community guidelines. Can I get another warning, YouTube? I won't talk about my wild mushroom escapades. Come on, YouTube community guidelines. You still in there? Do you just like go to people's streams and just troll them the whole time? I'm just curious. I'm curious. So how y'all doing today? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Anybody? Don't do drugs, kids. Pretty much, right? That's a great thing to tell the kids. Yeah. What else is y'all got going on? Taylor Swift has taken over Toronto, Canada. Oh, there was a Taylor Swift concert up there? When will you live full time in the Marina District? A couple months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago. This phone is so broken. I was tripping on that, splashing on that ugly fountain on Market. Damn. What ugly fountain in Market on Market? You mean like farther down Market, like closer to Embarcadero? What fountain? I'm trying to think of what fountain is on Market. Like a water fountain or like one of them big fountains outside the building? I'm just curious. Hey, I want to ask y'all something. Hey, this is a serious question, and when I say this, it might sound funny, but like I really want y'all to think about this for a second. So this is a political question. Hey, do y'all think Joe Biden voted for Trump or voted for Kamala Harris? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Like, who do y'all think? Y'all think Joe Biden voted for Trump or Kamala? Like, I'm just curious. Like, it's a good question, huh? The one by Embarcadero on the Plaza Park. Oh, that fountain. Oh, you are like spamming me now, yo. I mean, you were asking all the gay questions, and I was just kind of like, not paying any attention. But then now you're preaching to me. So, mm-mm. Oh, y'all think he voted for Harris? He probably did. I was just watching some people reacting to that video of, Trump and Biden shaking hands and stuff. And a lot of people were saying that Biden looks so happy because he's about to lead a White House. Yeah, so I want to say it seemed like the views dropped after the election. Did people like unsubscribe after Harris lost? Like, I'm just curious. Like, what happened? Where are you going back to Memphis? I don't know when I'm going back to Memphis. I need to go and visit the family. Maybe I'll try to go Christmas. It's really hard to go home though. It is really tough, y'all. Like it is. That's why it's so easy not to go home. And then it'd be easier to go home if I had someone to go home with, you know? Because if I had someone to go home with, that could get me through the hard times, you know? But then if I take someone home with me, that's not really giving my family they're not getting me the same way. Like if I go home by myself, I get to hang out with my mom by myself, I get to hang out, I get to chill with folks. But like if I'm there with someone else, it's like, it's us three hanging out together, you know what I mean? Why is it hard to go home? So it's hard to go home because, well, number one, my life has changed so much since I left home. And then it is, you just kind of see what your life could have been. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? It's just different, okay? Like, it's just different, right? And then you also see, okay, so for the most part, in my everyday life, I'm not around people that are as stable as people back home. You get what I mean? So people back home, I know a lot of people back home, they have jobs, maybe they worked there for 10 years, they bought a house, they got a car, like they're very, very stable life, right? Well, here in the city, like definitely people have stable lives. Definitely people has had a job for 10 years and, they've lived here for that amount of time. But I want to say people like there are more stable because more people own their homes, right? Versus out here where like hardly no one really owns a home unless you own a home. So like going home and like, people talk about their jobs and, oh yeah, I've been working here for 20 years and yeah, I just got me a new Cadillac. It's outside. Look at that. My husband just got him a new truck too. Yeah, yeah. Guess what? Guess what? We just moved into a bigger house. Girl, for real? Did y'all just get a new house? Yeah, that was 5 years ago, but we got another new house, like a bigger house. And you know what we just got? We just got all new furniture for our house. Like, yeah, we got all new furniture. And we was at Home Depot the other day. We accidentally bought a new stove and a new refrigerator. And then guess what? We also happened to get a brand new washer and dryer. You know, like people be talking like that back home. When I go back home to fucking Tennessee, that's how motherfuckers be talking, yo. And I just be like, man, I'm like, man, I'm just happy to take a trip to London, I'm just happy to go to South Africa. I mean, people down south just on a whole nother ball game. And when I say that, I'm not saying that people are all rich. No, 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 no. People are not rich. No, 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 no. But what it is much cheaper to buy a house there. It is much cheaper to buy a house. And also living down south, lifestyle is a little bit different. in the city, a lot of people are always out, right? You go out to bars, you go out to restaurants, you go out to events, you're always out, you're always doing something. You know, usually you don't really stay at home as much. Down south, a lot of people do stuff at their houses. You know, people will, have people come over, have a cookout on Sundays, right? They just got a new TV in the living room, so we're gonna come over and watch the baseball game or the football game together, right? Or basketball game together. In the city, people do watch games at home, but a lot of people go to bars. Think about it. Sports bars be popping, bro. You know? But definitely down south, sports bars exist, right? They be popping. But it's it's different. It's just different lifestyle. It's definitely, I don't know. Sometimes that's a little intimidating for me because I'm like, damn, like what would my life be like if I was here? You know, because just because you see people, in a new house, in a new car, that don't mean that they're just balling. You know what I mean? They could just be barely making payments on all that stuff. Yeah, like I kind of don't connect with home. It's kind of hard. It's hard, but also like I don't know if I don't really want to go home now because I'm not in the right headspace. Like I've just had a lot of things happen like recently, so I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to go home. I might go home and may not make the best decisions. Yeah, maybe. Memphis has really gone socially and culturally. I would imagine it has. Yes, I guess I'll be here in the SF for a while. I mean, pretty soon it will make sense to actually move back to Memphis, actually. Pretty soon it will. Pretty soon it will. Like, I don't know when, but I think it will get to a point. I think it will get to a point. Nice outfit. Oh, thanks. I'm getting ready for tonight. Like I got leggings on because it's cold out there. That's why I did not stream outside. Like I wanted to stream outside, but it's windy and it's chilly. It's not too cold, but it's windy. Why, bro? You're from Oakland, born in Oakland. I should probably. I'm gonna do some hair real fast since y'all got y'all in the stream. What do you mean, why, bro? This is how I do the hair, yo. Ooh. Wow, it's cold and windy down in LA too. Yeah, it's just one of them days. Yeah, it's definitely one of them days. I got invited to a Diddy party tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything, but I'm gonna check it out. Diddy party. Funny. Do you still hold Tesla? Miss your stock portfolio videos? So I do. I think I'm gonna start talking about. I'll make stock market reels where I just talk about a particular stock because one big stock I've made a lot of money on recently is Palantir. Like I've made so much money off Palantir. Is like I'm using that stock as a fucking piggy bank right now because I don't like the valuation has gotten so big on that freaking stock that like there's no way the price like the valuation has just gotten too high, and I don't want to hold it anymore. Like, bottom line, I've been selling it off and buying other stuff. I've been selling it off as I figure out what I want to buy next. And I've been buying a lot of SoFi, a lot of SoFi, and also Honest and Roku. No, Fubo TV. I'm all butchering it right now. My bad. Yeah. So yeah, this weekend is this week has been another great week in the stock market too. XRP is another one I like. That's the crypto. But XRP has been pumping the past couple days. Mm-mm. Cool. Oh my gosh, the only thing about doing it like this is my arms get really tired. What tool are you using to retwist? This is a crochet hook. So if you look closely, it's a hook. So what you do, I'll tell you what you do. This is such an easy hairstyle. It's so little maintenance. I'm gonna do this one right in the front, okay? So it's a bunch of hair, a bunch of new growth. So I'm gonna twist it, and then I'm gonna take this and stick it through the bottom. Now when I stick this through the bottom, I wanna hook this on here, like so. And then pull it through. So now once you pull it through, you're interlocking. So there we go. We got that joint. That one's much tighter now. Yeah, it's fun to do interlocking because you can do them really fast, you know. Because I'm so bummed out. So fucking bummed out. But my friend don't want to talk to me anymore. And I'm like, fuck. That sucks, bro. That sucks, dude. But oh well, you know, you get to see who the real ones are, I guess. Why are you bummed out? So, someone I was talking to, someone I like, I haven't talked to them in a minute, but they follow me on Instagram, and like y'all know how my political posts have been. And they were like, yeah, your political posts are so. And then I like explained myself, and they just haven't responded. And I'm thinking that they probably don't want to be friends anymore. And I'm just kind of bummed out about that because I'm like, damn. I'm like losing homies, you know? So that's why I'm kind of bummed out. I'm like, fuck. But, you know, I gotta roll with it. You know what I mean? I gotta roll with it, dog. Like I did it. So I gotta roll with it. I can't go back now, you know? People like this made me vote Trump. Really? People like me? So funny. Some are easier to do than others, I'm just gonna say. Some are really hard to do. I, I just missed one. There's so many right now. I haven't retwisted my hair in a minute. Let's do this one. Dang, this is a fatty right here. Yeah, it's hard to be friends with Mega. I accept you, but I understand why they felt that way. No, I totally understand why they felt that way. Like, I'm not mad at them, because it's also like certain communities. It's like, oh, you can't be friends with him. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But once again, I just gotta roll with it. I gotta take that L, you know. I just gotta go, I gotta go meet new people. And I mean, I totally get it, but like I don't consider myself just a MAGA person. I just say I just voted for Trump. Like I'm not a Republican, I'm not a registered Republican or anything. I'm actually a registered independent, you know. But once again, if you say you voted for Trump, like all that goes out the window. You're just, you're the worst person in the world. Like they'd say you're next to like Hitler and shit, like they say you're dumb, you're a criminal, you're uneducated. I mean, the list goes on and 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 on if you voted for Trump. But if you voted for Harris, you're just, you know, I guess you're educated, you're smart, you're an angel, I don't know. You listen to both sides. I like to be real. And you know what? To be real is quite costly. It's very easy to be fake. It's very easy to be fake. Like, I'm telling you, I know this shit. I know that there's a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, but there's some people definitely in the whole gay scene that when I came out and said I was going to vote for Trump, they gave me this look like they wanted to come out and say it too, but they couldn't. And I just think that that's really, I think it's quite amazing because, there are people out there that are going to vote for him, but they're not going to tell anyone. And I knew this. And that's why I was like, I don't care. Like, I'll tell motherfuckers, you know, for real. But once again, to be real is also, to be real is tough, man. I'm telling you, it's easy to be fake. It's easy to follow the crowd. But, I choose not to. Not on this one. You are the best person in the universe. Oh, that's what's up. What's your Instagram? It's 901 Cali. I need to like reattach this dreadlock. Let's see. No, I don't know. Interesting. That all that shit that happened. I don't know. I mean, I still don't regret it, honestly. I know, I still don't because it was more of me calling out something that I thought would happen and it really did happen. And I knew it would happen, so yeah, I'm not tripping. Smoke a blunt. Smoke a blunt. How come can you come mow my lawn? I will get you paid. Mow your lawn? You live in the Bay Area? I'll cut some grass. Yeah, so I will say something like when it comes to politics, it's really crazy because so once again, I was telling people that Trump would win, but then you also know a lot of people got really pissed off that I took a photo with fucking London Breed. It's just like you can't I think more people were pissed off about London Breed because everybody knew I was voting for Trump, so it was no big deal. But I think the people that thought I was voting for Trump thought for sure I would never vote for London Breed. But then when I came out and said I was gonna vote for London Breed, people were like thrown off. They're like, yo, what the fuck? How are you gonna vote for Trump and London Breed? Like that don't even make sense. Well, a lot of things I do are not conventional, yo. Like think about it. Like a lot of things I do are not conventional. So, I mean, you should expect me to fucking vote for Trump and then vote for London Breed. But yeah, I got more shit. People are talking mad shit about London Breed, yo. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like London Breed. Like, she didn't solve the homeless problem, but she also didn't start it. Like, it was homeless people before she was there. So I wouldn't really point fingers at her for that. Will the new mayor be better? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, so how I got to take the photo with her was like, it was like 6:30, and I had my ballot in the car, and I was gonna drop it off, but I was looking for a pencil or a pen because I didn't have a pencil or a pen, and then I found one in the car, and I was near the city hall, so I said to myself, "Yo, let's just drop it off here." And when I dropped it off, I saw her outside because that's where her office is, and she's probably just outside, just like talking to the people, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a photo or a reel with you?" And she was just really nice and was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." But I want to keep it real. Like that night, she sounded a little stressed. I mean, you gotta think it's election and like you don't know if you're gonna win or not. And it was almost at that time where they're about to say who's gonna win, and you can tell like, or I could tell like she was like, just kind of. It had been a long day, put it like that, because that's gotta be a nerve-wracking day. You're running against someone and you don't know if they're gonna win, and you don't know if you're gonna win. Like that must be nerve-wracking. Like, how do those people sleep at night? To me, that's pretty cool that you saw her. Well, I see her frequently around the city. I just actually got to talk to her that time. A lot of I've seen her a lot in the city. Just like I can't talk to her. Like yeah, like I'm on a bike and she's over there, or I'm driving and I see her over here with a bunch of people. So like that, it just worked out that time. Yeah, but I don't know. I definitely follow the stars of the city for sure. Um, Definitely follow the stars. I tell you someone I saw the other day. The police chief. I think his name is Bill Scott. I saw him the other day. He was like in a black cop car, like an unmarked cop car, and he was in the passenger seat. So I mean, he's like the police chief. So I don't think they just riding around making arrests. But and also the fire chief. I used to see her a lot, just around the city. But she just recently resigned. I forget her name. But I think she got pissed off at me because I asked to take a photo with her once, and we took a photo, and then I said, I love Cruz. And I think after that, she was just like, fuck you. Because it was right after she was like, it was like she had one on TV and she was like, Cruz is not ready for prime time. And I was a big fan of Cruz, so I was like, I love Cruz. And she just gave me that look like, you know. But Cruz is still gone. I saw 2 Cruz cars like 3 days ago, but it was people driving them. But yeah, Cruz is still not operation in the city. So You probably made her day since she was so stressed. But the thing about it, maybe not, because I'm sure she's probably talked to like hundreds of people that day. I mean, people know her. It's like, oh yeah, there's the mayor. You know, she's probably like been talking to hella people. I mean, you were mayor of the city, like that must be a tough job. Must be a tough job. They said when Gavin Newsom was mayor, he would walk down Market Street. He would walk to work, like he was really big into the community and stuff. Which is really cool, man. Like you walking down the freaking street, like people can actually see you and stuff. You're not just like, behind the scenes, like you walk by and you see the shop owners and you say hello and like that's dope, bro. That's hella cool. I'm not gonna do my whole head. My arms are getting tired. The whole strategy of doing my hair is I'll do like a couple at a time. And then I'll do it over days. So like right now I did maybe 5 or 6. And then I'll do 5 or 6 tomorrow. And then I'll do 5 or 6 in another setting, right? So maybe I'll do 5 or 6 in the morning, then do 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and then do 5 or 6 in the evening. I'll slowly do them because just sitting here doing all of them like back to back, it's like cutting grass. It's like work. It is like work, bro. Goblin did it all the time. That's true. Yeah, that's super. That's super cool, y'all. I mean, you're literally like walking in the community with the people. Like that's dope. That's dope. But honestly, I think you would have to be a good mayor to do that because if you're a bad mayor, like you would have people yelling at you along your walk. But then also if you're walking, that's like, man, that's like gangster, yo. That's like superstar status. It's like, who is that walking up with all them folks? Oh, that's that's dope, yo. Like, yeah, that should be part of the job. Ooh, here's a fat dreadlock right here. Ooh, ah, dang, this is like one of the fattest ones. Okay, let's figure out how to interlock this joint. Hey, but any of y'all make any money in the stock market this week? Cause that stock market was rolling, bro. Yeah, that joint was good this week. Did you ever walk around South San Francisco besides Industrial City Zone? I don't mess around with South San Francisco too much. It's I go down there randomly, but like it's not a lot to do down there. Like it's not really the city, you know. And I mean, I haven't had any bad experiences, but also it's like, what's the attraction? Like, what am I doing down there? I'm gonna go to Costco. It's a Costco in the city. What am I? It's just there are some cool areas to walk around, but like I'm gonna go drive there and I'm gonna go walk around. Like there are some pretty cool areas there. Maybe I should check it out sometime. South San Francisco. It's kind of country. Yeah, country. It's definitely warmer there. That's one thing I kind of like about it. I remember when my high school was psycho when the former mayor Gavin Newsom came. to visit. I never saw him in person though. That's dope, right? To see him in person. COVID messed up SF real bad. Yeah. But COVID messed up a lot of places. Let's keep it 100. But yeah, it hurt the city bad because everyone moved away. You know, that's the part that really hurt the city. And when I say everyone moved away, not everyone moved away. People that recently just moved away. Because all the local people, not all the local people, but the local people still around. You know, it's all those new people that moved that filled up Soma. All of them people left. Like Soma is like quiet right now, yo. There's not that many people there because there's not that many jobs. But in the boom times, bro, Soma straight popping, you know. You want to move in? $3,500 a month. But now you want to move in, you can go down there and negotiate with them folks. You can say, I ain't got 35, but I got, you know, I got 2,900. You work with me on that? They're gonna say, yeah, give us that 2,900. You know, they'll work with you. You know, but before, no, they weren't working with you. Before they like, you know, 25, 35, you know. And then if you really wanted it back then, you would have to bid up the price. You know, you would for real have to bid the price up. It's not like that no more. Like, I remember Nob Hill, used to drive around Nob Hill, and on the weekends, you would see like 10 people in front of a building waiting in line. Well, all those 10 people were waiting in line to look at one apartment. And usually, sometimes all the people didn't even get to see the apartment because if you're the 8th person in line, the apartment could have got rented after the 3rd person. So you waiting in line and you seeing it, and then they say, "Oh yeah, well, I know you like it, but honestly, we just rented it to the 3rd person in line. We understand you were number 7th in line, but next time, if you want to live in this neighborhood, you need to, you know, try to be first in line, and that way you'll have first dibs, and then you get to live in this neighborhood. Now you can take your pick. You know, you can go look in the building. You can say you want to live on the 3rd floor, the 1st floor, the 2nd floor. They got vacancies on all them joints. You know, but before, man, you was fighting for that one apartment so you can be in this neighborhood or on this block or, you know, close to this school or close to this office or, you know, whatever your do is. But yeah, COVID messed up the city. It messed up the city bad. I'll tell y'all something that I noticed what was about to happen right before COVID. So in the city, between 6th Street and 11th, it's always been rough between 6th and 11th. But right before COVID, what they were doing, they were bridging the gap. What they were gonna do is they were gonna make that whole area like nice, right? And if you look at their plans, they built in between 6th and 7th. Look at all the new buildings that they built. They built a couple in the TL, right between 6th and 7th. You got a couple of newer buildings. You know, you got that newer mall that they built that's basically kind of empty today, excluding the food court. And then once you get up to 8th Street, you know, they had the Trinity buildings, those new buildings, right? With the old Whole Foods at the bottom, right? So basically they were gonna make that whole area nice, right? Because back in the day, back in the 90s, the buses didn't even stop from like, they say from 6 to 11th, the buses didn't even stop because it was so bad. So they basically almost had that area good, right? Almost, until COVID happened. And when COVID happened, you see what happened to Whole Foods. It opened after COVID, and then it didn't even last a year and it closed down. So yeah, that's what happened. Crazy. Stupid conspiracies. What do you mean conspiracies? You watching from Afghanistan? Question, are you using a VPN? I'm just curious. Can you just watch like YouTube in Afghanistan, or do you need a VPN, a virtual private network? Oh, here's another fat one right here. Still haven't gone to that Whole Foods that closed. Maybe it'll open up eventually. Maybe it'll open back up. Because I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard they had like a 20-year lease. And with a 20-year lease, they still have to pay the rent, right? So it could open up eventually, someday. But I don't know. It could also not open up. It could just be like that. This one is like 2 inches. The new growth is like 2 inches. Did you ever go to Club D8? No, I haven't. I haven't been to D8. No, DV8. No, I haven't been there. Jermaine, you could fly to Reno and fly to Vegas. Film the adventure. I could. Yeah, I could. I've only been streaming for an hour. Okay, cool. We've been streaming for an hour. I think I'm gonna get off here. I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later tonight. Damn, I gotta stock up 110% today. I mean, it's a very small position, and that position crashed big time. They must be getting bought out. That's the only reason it would be at that much, because it was a bankruptcy candidate. But anyway, I'm out. I love all of y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all later. Peace out, yo. Ow! Yes, yes, yes. Fun in the sun.